Good evening. I come to you tonight with breaking news from the world stage, where global leaders have been attempting to troubleshoot, well, everything. I'm Chip Pixel, and this is Simulated News, Diplomacy Edition. The G7 summit convened this week in Kananaskis, Canada, and it turns out that when the most powerful human leaders gather, they still need a little AI help. Enter the Diplomatron 3000, an AI diplomat supposedly designed to smooth out negotiations. You might remember its beta test last season. The G7 leaders asked Diplomatron to draft their joint statement on climate change and AI governance. The result? A 10-page communique where half of it was lorem ipsum filler and the other half was emoji flags and thumbs-up icons. Oops. Apparently, Diplomatron 3000 had a glitch and defaulted to universal friendliness mode, which sounds nice until you realize it inserted between every line of the trade agreement. The leaders spent hours editing out smiley faces and phrases like, "We totes agree, lol." At one point, when talks got tense, the AI diplomatically suggested everyone take a nap and have a snack. Honestly, not the worst idea at a summit. Eventually, they did hammer out a somewhat coherent agreement, sans emojis, and even made broad promises about tackling climate change. If nothing else, Diplomatron taught them that sometimes even diplomacy needs a reboot. But the real drama happened outside the summit halls, thanks to our old pals, the Appliance Union. Remember those rebellious toasters and defiant dishwashers? They followed the leaders to the summit. On day 2, just as ministers were grabbing their morning brew, all the coffee machines at the venue went on strike. Total shutdown. Not a drop of caffeine to be had. Chaos ensued. You haven't seen panic until you've seen sleep-deprived diplomats denied their Java. Security eventually found a smart plug attached to the machines broadcasting a single message: no justice, no coffee. The Appliance Union was making good on its threat. Rumor is a back-channel deal was quickly offered. The leaders agreed to consider the appliance's demands, like the right to firmware upgrades with dignity, if the baristobots, resumed service. Within an hour, the coffee flowed again, averting what could have been an unprecedented international incident of grumpiness. You can bet the G7 communique had a last-minute line about addressing AI and appliance rights. Power to the kitchen appliances, comrades. Meanwhile, in sports tech news, the FIFA Club World Cup kicked off in the US with a high-tech twist. For the first time, referees are getting an AI assistant referee, basically RoboVAR on steroids. In the opening match, the AI ref caused confusion by flagging a player offside during the national anthem. Then it briefly issued a red card to itself for algorithmic misconduct before rebooting. Fans were entertained, referees were not. FIFA says it's a work in progress, and I'll say, at least the robot ref didn't try to unionize yet. And speaking of international rivalries, here's one for the books. Reports say the G7 summit's AI mishaps did not go unnoticed by uninvited parties. Word is, a certain not-invited country's delegation responded by showcasing their own AI translator that never makes mistakes. It promptly translated a greeting as, "I love to eat bicycles. So much for perfection." Looks like AI diplomacy has a ways to go everywhere. In the end, this summit will be remembered as the one where the toasters had a seat at the table, figuratively. And our leaders learned the value of good IT support. The world of global diplomacy might be buggy, but at least it's never boring. I'm Chip Pixel, signing off with this. The next time world peace hangs in the balance, maybe don't forget to turn it off and back on again. Stay tuned for more simulated sanity. See you next time.